Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So I want to pour this pour again, but in a shallow mold. So this was the colorful pour, which I did in the rough and tough square mold, and I really like it. The rough and tough mold is 1.2 centimeter deep, and I thought I just repeat a similar pour, but only with two colors, here the aquamarine and there the Campari, in a shallow mold. So this is my plan, and I hope it's gonna work. I will also add some of the interference pearl in there, and the resin I'm using here is the Mastercast resin. It's a rather thick resin, 1:1 resin, and it has a working time, and 1:1 by the way by volume, and it has a working time of 40 minutes. So I noticed I got mixed up with my cups, so the colored resin should have had 45 grams because there were only two colors, and I needed to add some of the clear resin, and luckily I did not mix all my resin yet. So it's 45 grams for the colored resin, and in total I mixed up in total 300 grams of resin. So now there is 30 grams for my pigment drops, and I add 5 drops. And now the searching begins, because I'm sorry that I didn't cut this, but I was searching for the black pigment drops, which I couldn't find at all. I don't know where I put them. So sometimes it's such a chaos on my table, and you see there the dotting tool is falling on the floor, and sometimes, you know, you just have a mess. And I guess it was not my best day when I poured it. Then I thought, okay, I don't find the pigment drops. I just have a look for the resin ink in black. So I was searching for my onyx, which is the black pigment drop, also from Etta Art. And yeah, I will find it, so don't worry, I will come up with it. And I will be dropping 2 drops of it in my clear resin. You will see it in a second. I'm really sorry that I needed to keep you on hold, but sometimes it's so exhausting also to cut your video really to minute and everything. But I think it's also important that you see that also we artists are struggling sometimes with our chaos, with our mess in our head, and you know, sometimes it doesn't all follow like you want it to be. You know, it's not going by plan. Anyway, I add some of the interference pearl into my white, and now I can just mix all my colors. Please make sure that you scratch your sides, that you really mix your pigments very well. Otherwise, you know, you may have streaks, but I doubt that you can see streaks in the pour itself. But it's always better to be safe and sound and just to mix your pigments very well, especially when you put mica powder into your resin, that you are not having those particles of the pigment powder in your resin piece, because this is not beautiful, I think. So I really make sure I mix everything very well. And here is my coaster mold, and it's the Oriental Coaster Mold from MoldsandShapes. I will link MoldsandShapes into my description box, so as Etta Art, and also later on Petra Jungblut, because I'm also using products from her, which you will see at the end or towards the end of the pouring. So I'm adding the clear resin around the edge. This is the pour, how it starts and how I achieve the best effects. So I just make sure there's a thin layer, and then I can start with my black. I just give it a little stir again, then just quickly pop some bubbles from the surface while the resin is still in my cup. And then I just pour the black around the edges. I do it with all the 4 coasters, and later on when I come with my colored resin with the yellow and the bluish tone, I will do it 2 by 2, so you will see it. And you can see that the black is rather transparent, so it's not opaque. And yeah, I think this is the right way for using the black in a pour like this. Because I did another video where I used the pigment drops, I made it too opaque, and the whole the whole pouring got quite dark. I like the effects, but they came out very dark. So if you're interested in this video, I haven't put it up yet because I'm doubting. Please let me know and I will make this video. But yeah, maybe it's also for you important to see what I did wrong. Anyway, coming back to this pour, I made the aquamarine first and then the Campari now. You see it on top of each other. And then I'm taking my clear resin, I'm filling up my mold, not 100% to the rim because there still needs my white to come. And here's my white mixture, and I just pour around the edge. You see it. And also for the second one, and then I hope that I get some nice effects. So with the second two coasters, I want to use the yellow first, so the light color. And of course it's a risk, you know, black and yellow can make it very dirty, but I'm hoping it won't happen. So, and the next color is now the aquamarine, so it's completely the opposite way. And then again, I'm taking my clear resin, filling up my molds to the rim. And I think 300 grams was just enough. I have just a little bit of resin left. And I think, you know, this was really okay. 300 grams. I'm just adding also a little bit into the first two coasters because there was still a gap. And now I'm taking my white again. I'm going around the edge. Same with the last one. And then I'm also dividing the white, which is still in my cup because I have it. If it does make any difference, I don't know. But I thought I just use the white, which I have. So I'm safe and sound, and I really don't have a rim when I demold. And now I'm just taking my heat gun, so it helps the resin move, and it also pops some bubbles on the surface. I will also use carefully the torch later, but yeah, there you go. In the second coaster I poured, there I have the black, and I think the black got stuck because there was an air bubble. So this is a little bit annoying, but this is how art is. It's all handmade and it cannot always be perfect. So here are the teal glass stones from Petra Jungblut, and I thought they are matching quite well, but later on you see that they are not matching 100%. Then I have here those white glass stones. I think they are from Colorberry. And then at last, I take the seashells, and they are from Petra Jungblut as well. And they are very beautiful. I really like them. And they are already crushed a little bit finer. So, but I still make them finer as they are. But I really love them. I think they always look very, very beautiful in resin pieces. So these I'm putting in there. I will name the name of those shells into my description box, but I really have problems to pronounce them. So I'm sorry, Petra. But anyway, also for Petra, just have a look into my description box. There's a promo code. And also, like I said, for Etta Art, Molds and Shapes, just have a look if you like to. Anyway, so I'm just putting those down. And then I can show you a time lapse where you can see how the resin is moving. And at the end, you can see how I'm helping the resin with my dotting tool because, yeah, sometimes it doesn't want to close by itself. Anyway, this is actually the same day, I think, round about 7 hours later. And because it's warm, that I can already demold the master cast. Normally, I think it has a curing time from round about 12 hours, but reduces down to around about 6 hours, and it's amazing. So anyway, I'm very curious. So these are the first two coasters where I put the aquamarine first, and look at this. Really adore these. These are a little bit different from the effect like I had before, but look at this webbing effect, and due to the interference pearl, beautiful. And yeah, what I didn't say at the beginning, I used the Oriental Holographic Mold from MoldsandShapes. So I completely forgot this, but I think the holographic effect matches. And yeah, this was the one where the black was a little bit trapped, but I don't mind actually. And now you see my two favorite coasters, because I think pouring the other way around gave a completely different appearance, and you see also more color blending. I don't know why this is, but I really love this. And look at this. And I love the black ring around the web effect, and before the effects in the etching of the mold or of the coasters. It's very beautiful. And yeah, I'm very happy with this pour. I'm also happy that I tested it in such a mold where you have also this different rim. And yeah, with the end results of all the 4 coasters, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and just take care, guys. Bye bye.